I mean, proud's an understatement. I mean, we've worked really hard at this for 50 years to create a connection point for the sport in this market, and especially for the last 25 to 30 years, it was really about growing the game and getting kids to actually play the game. To see kids on the street now playing a lot of street hockey, that's always the initial connection point. But to see our our high school hockey leagues, both us and Anaheim growing at a very high rate at the JV and the varsity level, our little Kings programs, 1,000 kids going through that every year, rinks being built, not dying. That's a big center point as well, and we're looking to build on that. So it's for us, it's the long term growth of our organization is making sure that we actually have people playing the game that grow into being long term fans and season ticket members of whether it's us, the Ducks, San Jose. We prefer it to be with us, but we want to grow the sport, and that's always the mantra that Luke and I have is the long-term growth of the sport.
I think they did a great job of not only making the game fun, but developing kids, pushing them in the right direction, and allowing them to move on if they wanted to, if they still found the love of hockey as they got older. I definitely think it's important to try and give back as much as you can. Without those programs and those camps and clinics and youth organizations I had as a child, I definitely wouldn't have made it this far.
So we have an ownership group that wants to promote the sport and grow the sport in Southern California. So they've been nothing but 100% behind us in anything we wanted to do programming-wise. So the Learn to Plays have been very, very successful at the lower levels to get the young kids in, and then at the high school level, it's taken off like something we wouldn't believe. From up to 48 teams this year, and we started I think 6-7 years ago with one team. So and we look with the addition of our 4 sheets in South Orange County, we look to keep it going and grow even more.
Is developed around our program over at Anaheim Ice and the different rinks around, and we have very qualified people that are helping build this thing, and then have put together some great things over there.
Yeah, but for you personally, how satisfying and rewarding is it to be involved?
Those are big. I mean, when I grew up with that mentality, we always want to give back as much as we can in different areas, and obviously helping build the game out in California here is good for everybody, and reaching kids that may not get that chance otherwise.
I'd say I'm the most proud about is our focus on schools. Another of the big programs we do is we go to schools and take over the PE class for an entire day, and we teach street hockey in all the different classes throughout the day. And we see anywhere from 350 to 500 kids a day. We started off, my first season it was maybe going out 1 or 2 days a week, and every year it became more and more days per week. Now we're out. Most weeks we're out there 5 days a week on average. On average, I'd say 4 days, because there are some days that we don't go out all 5, but a lot of the weeks we're out 5 days a week, and that's huge, because that's 500 kids a day, 5 days a week, 2,500 kids all over the season. It's we see anywhere from 40 to 50,000 kids, and a lot of these kids have never experienced hockey. They don't know the Coyotes. They don't know anything about the sport, and it takes 30 to 45 minutes to have this sport and the Coyotes brand sort of implemented into them, and they'll remember it's something that they'll remember for a long time.
Well, I think for starters, there wasn't really that hockey program that was here. There was the Oceanside was here, and there might have been another arena over in Phoenix, but the arenas themselves weren't exactly in top shape. And when we got here, there's kind of been a collective effort to make them, the way that they are now, and we have as good a rinks as anybody, and it's made it a lot of fun to watch it grow, because it started from very small, and we're starting to have some success. And as a dad, it's fun to see your boy and watch him play, and buildings that have really kind of matured over the last few years.
What do you want from youth hockey as a father for your kid?
You want them to enjoy it, and you want to feel like they're proud of it. They're proud of being part of the Phoenix, or the Arizona team, and I think that's a big part of it. You start to believe that your team and your associations are good, and it kind of carries, it creates kind of an esteem that is important for the kids as they grow up, and I think that's starting to happen here in Phoenix. It's taken a while, but it's starting to happen.